Central City Neighborhood Partners was really started by Councilman Mike Hernandez as a response in 1995, I believe, or 96, to the incredible gap and lack of services to youth in the area and to the community, especially because it was and continues to be the most dense area in the city of Los Angeles.
CCNP serves the Westlake, Pico Union, Koreatown, and central area of Los Angeles. Most of our the communities we serve are Spanish speaking, coming from Mexico, Central America, and a lot of indigenous communities as well. But we serve everybody. But those are the specific groups that come to CCNP the most.
The CCNP started as a demonstration project through the city of Los Angeles, and it was called Youth Fair Chance, and it was established in 1994. And the goal was to help youth that lived in the Westlake community transition from school to work and providing them with all of the different supports that they might need. In this community, they suffered from poverty, public safety issues. And so the goal was really, how do you bring partners together to really create system change that would help families improve the quality of their life?
Well, to address economic mobility, to address the economic challenges of the families, you have to understand that this area, Pico Union, it had been neglected. Had not been supported. I mean, foundations did not support organizations at the time. And just basic services were not being provided to the poorest of families. And it was really to help bring in and build capacity of the existing organizations that were trying to help our community to really build it up.
One of the other first things that CCNP looked at too was transportation. So this community is a community of transit riders. And so a big part of CCNP was looking at the transportation infrastructure in this community, assessing every single bus stop, curb cut in this community, but training community residents who live here how to be transportation planners to lead that work and that initiative. And so what was so beautiful about that project is they came together, they did a visioning of what they imagined the Westlake community could be like, and they engaged in this community-driven process that then became a national model. This community-driven transportation plan won the local American Planning Association grant, it won the state grant, and it won the national grant. And so from there, it just opened other doors in how do we look at infrastructure to improve the quality of life and make Westlake a more livable community.
Any of the community members that we come for, we have three main programs. Our first program really being our Family and Youth Services program, which is focused on intensive case management and really setting goals for our families in order for them to really achieve anything that they set their mind to. Really focused on youth and making sure that we are providing youth with the academic achievements that they need, so that being tutoring or that support services, taking them to college field trips, and other opportunities that will engage them civically. Our other main kind of program is our empowerment programs, which really is focused on the tax preparation services. We are able to do financial coaching, career coaching, digital literacy classes, so opportunities for people to learn more about what they don't know and then enhance their skills and then hopefully look for a better job or move up in their job that they are. And our last program is really our community health and our essential services program, which is focused on providing community outreach and engagement on prevalent topics that are pertaining in their community and really educating them about it and then making sure that they have the adequate resources for that. And of course, our food distribution program, our food security program, which is focused on providing individuals in the community with fresh and stable food and also providing them with nutrition classes so that they know how to adequately eat. So in a nutshell, CCNP does a lot for our families, but that really is what we do. And we are proud to be serving the community for 25 years.
We have a few, I'll talk about one of our promotoras who, when she came to CCNP, she was a program participant. she didn't have the legal right to work, and she continued to go attend classes, continued to improve herself. And one of the things that people will tell her is like, why you go to classes? Why are you learning so much? And she will say, it's because if I have to go back to my country, I have the skills to be able to find a job. And she continued to do that, but she was able to apply for her legal status and got it. At that time, we then hired her, and then she continued to work on her development, and she is now a citizen of the United States, and she's doing great work, and not only continue to educate herself, but also educating families and the community. And that's what's important to us. We want to create a network of people who have experienced the same thing and empower others to continue to move ahead. We also have a lot of kids who came here as little kids, participating in our martial art classes. They came with their parents we used to do ballet classes here many years ago at the beginnings, and they continued to come. They came to College Corner, they went to the after school program, then they went away to college, and when they came back, they wanted to give back to the community, and they came to apply for a job at CCNP now with their college degree and are working and impacting others. So we're constantly creating that network of local community members that are inspiring other youth and other families to continue to be knowledgeable and participate in the development, not only of themselves and their families, but of the community at large.
When I graduated from college and I did 5 years, I was again feeling lost and not knowing what was next, as a first-gen student. Living in Westlake my entire life and my parents only having a 4th grade education, I didn't know what was next. They tell you go to college and then you graduate and then that's it. So it was hard to be able to find how to navigate the spaces, and I felt lost for a little bit, and I got connected back to CCNP. I came back and I was like, I'm gonna volunteer while I look for employment, and I came across a colleague that I worked with in 2015 in summer program, and she was like, we're hiring, we're looking for a case manager, I think it would be great. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna apply. I didn't have internet access at home this whole time because it was a bill that my family didn't think was necessary during that time, because we had to pay other bills. And I went to Starbucks right after running into her, and I applied, submitted my resume, and did the application on Indeed, sent it over, and from there, it was all now to where we are right now. I got accepted, I interviewed right away, I was able to get a position as a case manager, and again, fulfilling my dream of giving back to my community, being able to work with people who were once my neighbors, people, the siblings of people that I used to go to school with, or the parents or aunts and uncles. And I was able to really be able to work with the families and specifically the youth. At that time, my dream had changed. So it wasn't about being a teacher anymore. It was about trying to be a college advisor or academic counselor. So then I made sure to incorporate it into my programming that I did with the families in case management. Getting ready for college, how do you search and apply for schools? How do you organize your personal statement or your PIQs to be able to apply and be eligible?
Buenos días, mi nombre es Genoveva Cortés. Yo soy una madre de familia aquí de esta comunidad. Estoy bien agradecida aquí con CCNP porque he recibido muchos recursos. Empecé viniendo aquí a CCNP hará como 23 años. Empecé en los programas de ejercicio. También tenían el recurso de cuidado de niños, entonces yo dejaba a mis niñas donde las cuidaban y yo hacía ejercicio. Eso me ayudó mucho para mi salud, para aumentar mi autoestima, y así aprendí que aquí había más recursos. Tenían talleres, ayudaban con con alimentos, daban tokens para el VAS, o sea, tenían muchos recursos que yo pues sí me beneficié. También tenían el recurso de tutoría para los muchachos, para los niños. Mis niñas empezaron a venir aquí a tutoría también, que eso les ayudó mucho para ser exitosas en la escuela. Subieron sus grados, pudieron ir a la universidad.
Donors can do a lot by being able to listen to our stories and be engaged by providing funds really will help CCNP's impact. We're launching our CCNP Magic Youth Scholarship this year, and we would really love if you all can support. When you're supporting, every dollar that you provide will go directly to our scholarship, where we'll be able to give students the opportunity to have some seed money. So when they go to college, that we're sending them with the tools, right? We talked about the support system. We talked about the knowledge, but we also want to be able to provide that financial support that will help students not be worried about, do I need to look for employment right away as soon as I get to campus? Do I need, to think about where my finances are going to be? Are my parents going to be worried about how much they need to send me off with? We already give the education about scholarship, financial aids, but we really want to be able to provide with our CCNP scholarship the opportunity for youth to have that fund when they go away to college, wherever it is that they may go, that they know that they're supported financially, at least with a little bit from CCNP. So that's what we ask, if you can contribute. And of course, by overall supporting our youth programming and CCNP's mission and vision. Really, the work that we're doing, once again, is changing people's lives. And I'm a testament to that. We have our youth who are a testament to that. And we have our team who is literally on their path the same way that I was on my path in building my skills, being able to get to this point. They're also in those stages. Over 50% of our team members are from the community just like me and came back to CCNP with their degrees or with their experience to continue to contribute to the impact that we're doing with our families. So that's what you can support.
One of our first partners for CCNP that has continuously helped with not only with education programs but also financially is Bank of America. Bank of America has been a CCNP supporter for many years. And every year they provide a grant for operations. We were one of the neighborhood builders recipients, and we just have so many things from Bank of America. Our city foundation, the first grant we got actually from Citibank. And they came and met with us, and then after that we just developed that relationship, and we're a second grantee for the Progress Makers, so we're one of the few that have gotten the Progress Makers grant consecutively. So they have been instrumental for a lot of the initiatives that CCNP created in the last few years. Without that grant, we wouldn't have been able to do many of the things that we did today. As far as our government representatives, our council office, our previous council representative and our current, we have always been very good friends with them and helping the council district with the different needs. In turn, they also provide support to us. The assembly member's office, past and present, and the senator's office and the congressman. The supervisor is also a friend of CCNP, so it takes a village. CCNP couldn't do it alone if we didn't have all of the collaborations that we have. We have many others. Everything that we do in collaboration with other nonprofits, with corporate, with our political representatives. So it's not just about CCNP, we're gonna do it all, but really depending on other people who are great at what they do, we bring them and together we make the difference.
What inspires me, I think, for the next 25 years is that I hope CCNP doesn't lose its heart for the community, its compassion, its direct touch to help families understand what they have the right to have, what they would have the right to aspire to. I think the next 25 years for CCNP are going to be very compelling. The need to coordinate services among the current nonprofits in the area is still there. The need to create data in order for us to really meet the needs of the families is still there. I don't think we're going to go away. I think for the next 25 years, we're just going to be louder, better, bigger, and more passionate.
Over the years, we've gone from, maybe 10 staff members to 60 staff members. It's just seeing that growth, to me, has been amazing. And I think it's really even seeing more growth from this staff that we have right now, maintaining the services that we do have. Would love to see another CCNP in other spaces. We having now 3 different sites as well, to me is inspirational. Just being able to provide more services to more communities that we are able to see now.
And my hope for the next 25 years is that we don't lose the passion, that we don't lose the heart of CCNP and why we're here. You know, when we interview, I tell the applicants, when you come to work for CCNP, you're not gonna make a lot of money. You may not have the accolades that if you go to work for corporate or other bigger nonprofits, but you're gonna see people telling you, thank you for the work you do. God bless you. And so you receive all of that. So that's what keeps us going. And I hope CCNP continues to be the heart of this community for the next 25 years.
I thought of Westlake when I think of the next 25 years. And I can just imagine the influence and impact that supporting our families financially, through asset building programs and services, through our youth programs. I see a Westlake and a Pico Union and a Koreatown that's invested and believes in the community, that people don't think of, I need to go to college and leave, that they want to come back and work in the spaces that we once received services in and now be the ones contributing to that. That our youth are the leaders of the communities that we grew up in, and that we're represented in the spaces.
With the next 25 years, I think we can do way more, and we can really, truly make a change. We are now doing change generation, right? We are serving families, and we know that the youth who come out of our programming will go to college, come back and work. But what I really see for CCNP is truly being a partner within community, being able to make sure that the community has what it has that it needs. I want to be able to see that the families that are coming here afford their rent, can walk in safe streets, in clean streets, and really are advocates, that they are the ones that are leading the community at large, that they are the ones who are not being pushed out, that they don't want to leave, that they want to come back and work at Westlake, at Pico Union in Koreatown, and really be able to do that. And so with CCNP, I really hope that we stay committed to community, ensure that we are understanding the community needs. Needs may change, but our mission will always stay the same, right? Which is to really support families, to really advance the economic opportunities of these folks that we are serving, and to really ensure that we are deepening our reach and deepening our commitment to the community that we are serving.